Van Lathan you had a back and forth with?
Oh, a quick one, because he took a shot at the big homie. And you see Jay with a little hiccup, somebody falsely accusing him, and you want to take a shot. He lucky it was on Instagram, so I'd have seen him. He'd have met the real me. He wouldn't have met Memphis Bleek. That's personal.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today, all the way from the Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, a renowned figure in the music industry. He's been in the game for over 3 decades, a gold-selling rapper, a music label executive, an entrepreneur, and a businessman. And he's one of the first artists signed to the famed Roc-A-Fella label. Here he is, a hip-hop heavyweight all the way from the BK, Memphis Bleek.
Yeah, you know what it is. Yours truly, Memphis Bleek in the building, Club Shay Shay. When the rock in the building, you know it's hot in the building. We gotta do what we do, baby. Album out now, Apartment 3D. Let's get to it, man. Mario Winans with the smoke. Shout out my whole crew, Mind Right Exotics, Deuce, Ace Gang, Rock Solid, Rock Nation, baby. Yeah, let's get to it.
Rising stars and alchemy.
Yes. Yours truly, M. Bleek, from the #1 greatest rap group in the world, Roc-A-Fella Records. This what we do, baby. Yes. Yo, niggas like Blizzard, where you been hiding at? I've been multiplying, adding, and dividing that. My whole team chewing, ain't no denying that. You said it's your block, well we thinking of buying that. I should charge you a fee for this boss talk. When you play this MP3, it should cost more. I give you this one here for the love money. That Project Water showed me how to rinse the drug money. I used to move the white on that New York shit. That Jon Snow, real king of the North shit. My business stretch out on the West End. Clubs I will vest in, now I'm trying to invest in. Yes.
King design.
Yes. Kings.
On my mind.
Money.
Well,
get
the
it.
line.
All the time, baby. King. Yes.
On my mind.
Let's get to it.
Well, the line.
Yes. All the time. Hey, yo. That do say moving like it's the Nile River. That Mind Right smoking, come blow a pound with us. Don't mention me until you get bought something. Frontin' with another in the bread that should cost something. You lucky it's free for you to gossip. Cause if it costs it, explain why you ain't got shit. You watching my moves, I hope you learn something. Singing say they spinning, well don't make us shoot turn something. Yeah, they throwing shots in the lyrics. If I catch a case, then it better be in spirits. Yes, you know the Rose or the XO. I get the game started like in the press go. Let's go.
King design.
Yes.
On my mind.
All the time, baby.
Well, the line.
Yes. It's the rock for life. King. All.
On my mind.
All the time, baby.
Well, the line.
Yes.
All the time.
Woo. Let's go. Do say Mafia, baby. Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Week 2 of football was great. James Cook popped off with those rushing yards for Bill Mafia. But you already know I'm pumped for Week 3 of football season. It's September, and we still have hope for some of our favorite teams. Kansas City, they're 0-2. It's all good, though. There's still lots of time to believe in my homeboy. And guess what? Right now, there's a max discount offer where projection lines are at a minimum. Prize Picks are simple and easy to use. All you need to do is pick more on Patrick Mahomes' 0.5 passing yards. More. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your pick in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice.
My brother, what's up, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How you been, man?
Great, man. No complaints. No complaints.
I want to thank you for performing. That's something that we're trying to add to Club Shay Shay, try to have it a more intimate experience. Guys come on and they can rap, or ladies that can sing. We have them to perform. So, man, I really appreciate you. First of all, taking time out of your busy schedule and then performing on Club Shay Shay. So I really, really appreciate that.
It's an honor, man. Plus, I got a project just dropped, so I had to perform something, man. Shout out my girl Tish Hyman on that record.
Right. You look, I know you a Douce guy.
Yes, man,
but
yes.
I wanted you to try mine.
Definitely.
This is a Shea by Laportier. It's a cognac.
I see you got two different.
Yeah. I had a procedure this morning, so they advised me not to do no drink with this anesthesia still in my system.
Man. Health and wealth, brother.
Congratulations on everything you've been able to do and continued success.
Thank you, my brother.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's a VSOP. Yeah. Hey, we won like 13, 14 awards. The SIP Awards, which is the highest award you can win in the spirits industry, which is a blind taste test. They put all the cognacs on the thing and they just let people sample them. Yes. And they say, you know what? I like C. And come to find out,
that was yours.
C was us.
Oh, that's what's up. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. So that's always great.
Yes, the liquor space is not easy, man.
It is not.
It's not.
It's a 3-tier system. It ain't just, Bleek, hey, man, I like to sell that in my store. No, bro. You not go through that.
That's right.
You got to go through a distribution.
That's right, man. It's levels. You got to grow, graduate. Like, it's steps to this thing.
You got to market it, and you got to be out there. You got to be front and center. A lot of times celebrities or entertainers or whomever try to just slap their name on it.
And it's going to go.
No, it won't.
Nope. It's going to sit right there on that shelf.
Sit right there on the shelf. So thank you for coming by. Let's get right into it. Upbringing. The Marcy Projects in Brooklyn.
Yes.
What was the family dynamic in your household?
Single mother, of course, father wasn't there. But I had a great stepfather, my stepfather passed away, Derek. He raised me, my brother, and then my sister came along. But mom was the backbone of the family, She did everything, watching mom struggle. I just knew, it's not the way life going, and it gotta be another side to this, you know what I mean? So I just knew I'm gonna change our aspect of life in this household. I knew that was my destiny. Right. I was destined for that.
Did you have an idea of how you were going to change that dynamic? Because a lot of times, what am I going to do? Because I see my mom or I see my father struggling, and the last thing I want to do is struggle as a child and then struggle as an adult.
Yes.
Did you have an idea what it was going to take for you to break that cycle?
Every kid wanted to be an athlete. So, of course, I thought I was going to be a basketball player.
Oh, you go who?
Yeah, then I thought I was going to be a baseball player. Football wasn't in my cards, man. We didn't have those programs in Marcy, you know what I mean? It was mainly baseball and basketball, but that didn't work. Then I tried to do art, art. I'd even did a little gymnastics in my,
Damn!
Yeah, so I tried everything. And it's when I put the pen to the paper, magic happened. That's when the magic just happened. So, and it worked.
Give me... Growing up in the projects in Brooklyn, give me some of your fondest memories. Give me a couple of your fondest memories about growing up in the housing projects.
Oh man, growing up in the housing projects is love. One of my fondest memories is love. Everybody in my building, from the first floor, six floors in the building. And in my building, 534, Jay lived in the same building as me on the 5th floor. I lived on the 3rd. The number one thing I remember from then is the love we had in our building, from everybody, from people, grandmothers, the mothers, the aunts, cousins, sons, and that's what it was. My first job was taking Jay nephews to school for $100 a week.
I signed up for that.
Yeah, straight up. So, the memories of the projects, all I got is good memories until you get older, and then, you start losing friends, and it changes everything.
You mentioned about the love in the projects. The one thing I remember about growing up, and I think, Bleek, I'm a little older than you, but there's a certain level of respect that young people had for older people.
Yes.
It was older, even if it wasn't a family member, they could correct a child.
Yes.
If they say, son, don't talk like that. Son, why you doing that? Your mom or your grandma be so disappointed. Now, you can't correct nobody's child.
No.
That ain't your child. You don't tell my such and such what.
And there's some of these kids that's super disrespectful.
Correct.
You kidding me? They don't even want correction from their parents, let alone an outside parent.
Correct.
Growing up, I had about 5 mothers.
Exactly. And all of them could discipline you.
Yeah.
If you stepped out of line, not only would they discipline when your mom or your dad got home, they tell.
That's right. And then it was on. It was on, man. That was the thing. People, you ran from other parents more than the police or other kids or anything. It was the parents you hid everything from. So that was it.
this rapping thing, that was just like, once I put pen to paper, that's when the magic, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. But you kind of got a little sidetracked. You started moving a little something, something.
Yes, I remember a day I was in the building actually thinking I was going to be Nino Brown. and Jay came through like, you know, and he like, yo, what you doing? And I'm like, you know, I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to be like y'all. I like, you know, lights off in the crib. I got to make sure mine is straight. And he like, let me see what you working with. So I show him my pack, like, yeah, I'm getting money. He took it and threw it. We had this thing called an incinerator.
Right.
It was the trash chute.
Yeah.
And he threw it in there. So I'm like, yo.
Whoa, bro.
I needed that. Like, yo, that was $1,000 pack. I needed it. And he was like, man, don't be out. He gave me $1,000 pocket and was like, I better not catch you in the building selling drugs no more. You got a better future than this.
Damn.
Straight up.
You know, and we're gonna get to it, but you mentioned Jay a lot. I've seen some of your interviews, and when you talk about Jay, even though you guys are not blood brothers, you guys are like brothers.
Yes.
And sometimes that relationship is a lot closer than blood relationship.
Yes, like Jay, I can honestly say Jay and his cousin B.I.G, Biggs and Dame Dash, rest in peace Clark Kent, they raised me. The man I am sitting here today is because of those men.
Right.
Like growing up around them, their tutelage, especially Jay and Jazz O at first. When I first was growing up, putting pen to paper, I used to ask them for all kind of advice.
Right.
And they always was there and gave me a helping hand and a friendly ear.
What is it about Brooklyn? Biggie, Lil Kim, Jay-Z, Fab, Big Daddy Kane, MC Light, ODB, Jam Master Jay, Joey Badass, Papoose, Pop Smoke, Mos Def. What is it about Brooklyn that bred so many?
It's just, I think it's the vibe, like what you would call the style. Because each of those artists you name have their own style.
Very
no
different.
one sounds alike.
Yep.
So it's what they bring to the game, their area, the culture they was brought up in. And Brooklyn is so diverse where, you know, you got the Jamaicans, you got the Mexicans, you got the Haitians, you got the Puerto Ricans, you got the Dominicans, and you got the blacks, and we all mixed in one pot. And all them cultures come together and you get different styles that breed from that. So all these artists was just expressing their struggle and their style. And that's what made Brooklyn, I think, so dynamic with artists.
Is BK the best borough?
Of course, hands down. The biggest borough. Remember, we was our own city before we became part of New York City. When
Right.
we had the Brooklyn Dodgers, Brooklyn was its own city.
Right. So Biggie, what was that? So how did you meet Biggie?
I met Biggie in the studio session
Okay.
with Jay when he came to do Brooklyn Finest.
Okay.
You know, and that was my first time meeting him. And then I met him again at an interaction. That was when I saw him. I didn't speak to him there. My first interaction with him was at the show in the Apollo.
Okay.
When him and Jay had a show in the Apollo, and I remember telling Big, yo, when I get my album, dog, I need you on it. He like, of course, I got you. Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I got you all the time. But of course, we never made it to that far.
Right. Man. So what's your favorite memory? Although it was brief, what is your favorite memory of Biggie?
Oh, man, my favorite memory of Biggie is weird. I remember being in Jersey. This when they first bought these homes in Hackensack. They had elevators in it. You know, I was fresh in the projects. So to see a house with an elevator inside of it was like, these guys getting astronomical figures. Like, this was brand new to me.
Right.
Then they had the Land Cruisers with the Eddie Bauer leather. And I remember he let Little C's drive it. And I'm like, Little C's get the keys to the car. Like, I gotta have a talk with Jay. So like, you know, stuff like that, just seeing him as the first, like, and really come up from the same era, same struggle I did, and see where he took it was just like the motivation and inspiration I needed as a kid. I'd say Biggie, Noriega and Capone, Jay-Z, they was the people I saw and was like, they living like this? I definitely need to make a record.
Is it like and I tell people, and people often after me, my brother, I was like, when I saw him go to college, I was like, I can go to college. He slept where I slept. He ate what I ate.
That's right.
Ate. So I can do it. When he went to the league, I was like, well, we came up in the same household. We ate the same thing. We lived the same way. I can do it. Was it that way with you with Big? You're like, well, damn, I grew up around here with Big. I grew up around here with Hov. I grew up around here with some of these guys. If they did it, I could do it.
No. No, I knew my pen was strong, but it's not Biggie or Jay-Z strong.
Right.
Like, I just was hoping to make my mark.
Right.
But watching them, they're legends, man. Like, it gets no better than Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, Nas. Like, where you go from there? I feel like they said everything. Only thing you could say is find a way to say the things they said in a different way. Like,
Right.
But those are the greatest pens on the paper. Like, I just wanted to be a part of the history. I didn't.
Where were you when you found out that Biggie had passed? So young. So
Too
I mean, obviously he was out there promoting the life after death. He had the Notorious B.I.G. I think that was his first album. And so young, and boy, you like, man, he here.
Yes, I was in Brooklyn. I was in the projects in Marcy, and I remember when it hit the news. I remember that day, and I was just heartbroken, devastated. I couldn't believe it. It took me a while to adjust to even accept the news. I was like, no way, they have to have it wrong. There's no way. He have too much security for that. To me, it was like so unreal, and then being a rapper, we never thought like the rap in the streets can
merge.
Yes, like that. So that was the first time really noticing that, hey, this rap thing can really take a U-turn and put you right back where you're trying to get away from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what really broke my heart, because we was trying to get away from that. And you know, you make all this money, showcase your talent, do all of this, and still to go out on some negative street violence is just like devastating.
Wow. You said Hov was living like a king.
Oh yeah.
In the project. Had a water bed.
Flat screen TV. I mean, not flat screen, he had the floor model TVs. First of all, to have an air conditioner in the projects, your money was different. Your money was different, because everybody had a fan.
Had a fan in the window.
Yeah, with a squirt bottle, just to get the water breeze on you. Yeah, so to go in his room and the air conditioner, water bed, everything all white, the white carpet, I'm looking in there like, I need to find out what he doing. I want to be a part of that.
Right.
And that's what changed my whole. I'm not flipping, I'm not drawing, I'm not playing basketball, I'm not doing none of that. I want to do what he doing.
Right. I've had some young celebrity, teenage celebrity. I had Bow Wow talk to Chris Brown, had Megan Good, I had Coco Jones, I had Keke Palmer, and they say they met some resentment, some jealousy, having success, having to go to school and people looking at them. They can see them on TV, they're on the radio, they're in the movies and so forth and so on. Did you experience any of that?
Nah, man. In school, I used to tell my teachers, I'm gonna make more money than you. So these lessons don't mean nothing. Teach, I don't need this test today. I'm gonna be richer than you. Now I remember my teachers to be like, "Hi, what do you think you're going?" I'm like, "Trust me, this music thing gonna work." And they used to be like, "You gonna pour your eggs in the music? Good luck." I was like, "Teach, trust me.
Right.
I'm gonna make it." So, and then the more resentment you get, I feel like when you become success, it really comes from your environment.
Yes.
The people who know you.
Right.
And they just feel like, why him, not me?
Right.
So it really didn't come from the outside or like school or anything. It came from the kids that I call my
That you
friends.
really knew.
Yes. It changes everything, man.
Right.
Success changes everything.
You mentioned that, and you always speak glowing about Hov. What is it? What was it about you and him? What connected y'all?
Families. My mother and his sister was best friends, you know?
Oh, okay.
So when we first moved to the projects, I was 2 years old.
Right.
My mother say the first person she met was Mickey, which is Michelle, Jay's sister.
Okay.
And they became best friends. So it's no age where I know I met Jay. I just always knew
him.
That's Jay. Like,
Right.
And you know, and I always knew he was doing the music thing, running around with Big Daddy Kane at the time.
Yeah.
With Jazzo. Jazzo was the first rapper, you know, out of Marcy really have a record deal. And I just knew I wanted to get a ride on that train. Like, wherever that train going, I need to be a passenger.
Right. You look at where he's come from, and he doesn't really do a whole lot of music now. He'll jump on a track here and there, but he's more known outside of what, the Do Say brand, and build up his Ace of Spade and building up what he's been able to do. So music that's still the backbone of what it is, but it's not at the forefront of what he does.
Yes. Like, Jay always been the businessman. And if you go back to his first album, second album, around that time, he always was talking about retiring after his first album. Then he was like, I'm gonna retire after the second album. He never wanted to do this and be this glamorous superstar. He wanted to be the biggest businessman. So that's why if you see, music is the backbone, but his business is his personality. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's who he is,
Right.
the businessman, and that's what overshadows the music. So now I feel like it's to a point, Jay needs to be challenged to do music, and not saying that like somebody need to diss him or competition. He just feels like there's no one on his level. Like, until someone like when Eminem was making music, Pun was making music, Biggie, Tupac, those guys, he had competition to be like, oh, I gotta be number one. It's no competition for Jay now. Wow. Unless he want to battle me.
Well, let me ask you this, because there's a lot been said. You know, he has a prominent role with the NFL.
Yes.
And he is responsible for bringing acts for the halftime show. And he's never going to be 100%, because if they bring Memphis Bleek, why didn't you bring this guy?
That's right.
If you bring that guy, why didn't you bring this?
That's right. It's always going to be.
It's always going to be something.
You can never please everybody.
What is it that the internet get wrong about Hov?
Is that they think he do things personally. That like, you know, of course, they think like he pulled the names out the hat and be like, oh, not that guy, I don't like him.
Right.
I didn't like his album, or he did this about me. And it's never about that. It's about the best situation for business. Sometimes business decisions hurt the ones you love, hurt your friends, but at the end result, is it better for business? Right. And that's the decision you have to make. It's no friendness, it's business.
It's business. You're absolutely right. You freestyle for Jay on Reasonable Doubt. How did that come about?
Oh, rest in peace, Clark Kent. It was them walking through the projects, you know, and I'm sitting on the bench, just hot summer day, and you know they pull up in the Lexus, new Lexus, they ain't even out yet, paper plates, and I'm like, man, I gotta find out how to get involved with these guys.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, I rhyme, man. I get busy. Y'all gotta hear me out. So Clark Kent was like, Jay first was like, yo, you rhyme? Get out of here. You never told me that. I'm like, yeah. Clark was like, let me hear something. And then I rhymed for them, and that's when they was like, and Clark was like, yo, he might be good for this record. And the rest is history from there.
Did you practice that? Or
No.
you just right off the cuff?
Yeah, right there. I always used to write rhymes just sitting outside with my friends. And I when I put my mind to something as a kid, I knew that's what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't know this was gonna be from rap. I just wanted to be the best rapper from Marcy.
Right. But even though you said you was always putting to paper yourself and you doing what you did, but the opportunity, because you never knew when Jay and DJ Clark Kent was gonna roll up, or somebody was gonna roll up and they need you to spit something.
That's right.
See, people say luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity.
That's right.
If you're prepared, the opportunity presented itself. Clark Kent and Hov came strolling through.
That's right.
You was prepared.
I was ready, because I always wrote rhymes, and then I had a friend, used to take me to talent shows, rest in peace, a guy named Somrick, used to play the major instruments from my projects, and that's who always used to take me to shows, talent shows and everything, and he the first person put in my head, if you ain't 10 minutes early, you 10 minutes late.
Wow.
So I live off that.
But you was surprised that you learned that Jay wrote your verse in such a short period of time.
He didn't even write it. Like, when he gave me a piece of paper, we went to the house and he ripped a piece of paper right out of the notebook and was like, yo, as fast as you remember this is as fast as your life will change. And I'm like, what? Okay, I went downstairs, rewrote on a piece of paper. Probably like an hour later, I called him, yo, I'm ready. He like, you remember it already? I'm like, I'm ready. We went to Clark Kent crib that day. Wow. That's how fast because, bro, what was happening in my projects, in my apartment.
You had to get up out of there.
Yeah, I was eating syrup bread, man. Come on, bro.
I know that. Mayonnaise sandwiches.
Yeah,
ketchup sandwiches.
Ketchup on your rice. Come on, it's time to go.
Yes. I can imagine. I'm old enough to remember, and I saw Michael Jordan play. I saw Kobe play. Obviously, I've seen LeBron and Steph Curry play. I saw Michael Johnson run. I can imagine what it would be like to see Usain Bolt or see Simone Biles or Michael Phelps in their craft. Greatness personified.
Yes.
Now you get an opportunity to see Hov, and everybody talks about Hov. I think it was DJ Khaled said, like, send him a beat and he talk, and he's like, and Hov is just like, wrote nothing. He ain't write nothing down. He just nodding his head. Tell the engineer to go in there.
And let's go. Just like that. I seen Jay write a whole song from the time we was we at the house. This when he lived in 560 State Street. The limo pick us up to go to the airport. JFK probably a good 30 minutes from downtown, 40 minutes with traffic. From door to airport door, he wrote the whole song, Sunshine. In the car, didn't say one word. We got out the car, he like, yo, I got a whole song. And we laid it down in Virginia. Like 30 minutes, whole record. I'm telling you, I done seen this man, I knew. That's why when you look at somebody and you say, if he did it, I could do it. No, I knew. He was
I can't do that.
He was handpicked by the angels, man. Like his path it was no way, because it was like one day everything just changed and it was so easy for him.
So he's what you would call, like, young kids, they say prodigy. Savant, he's destined.
Yes.
To be
That's how I saw him. Like he always been like how people view him today, billionaire Hove. He was always that to me growing up in the projects. I didn't have 10%, 1% of what he had.
How did Reasonable Doubt change your life?
It changed everything, the whole complexion of everything. But when it dropped, I didn't realize it was changing it for this. Because back then, success to me was having all the girls in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I didn't care about the money. Was like, okay, let's give some money to mom, make sure the bills is paid. But I didn't see life really outside of Marcy yet. So I thought I was the neighborhood superstar. That's why I missed the second album. So if you ask me, Reasonable Doubt did good, and it helped and ruined my life, but put me on the right track.
You get money. What from that? I'm considering you probably got a little bread, more money than you had ever seen in your life.
Of course, yes.
What was the first thing you did with it?
First thing I ever did when I went and bought a house. Because I always wanted a backyard, pool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanted to do that. So 17 years old, I went and purchased a house in New Jersey.
Damn.
That was my first thing I bought with my money. Then I moved my mom to New Jersey with me. And then, went and bought a couple cars.
Right.
But,
You stunting. You got to stunt.
You got
now.
to.
Hey, I already got the crib, got the pool in the backyard. I took care of mom.
Now it's time to get the cars and pull back up to these high schools.
So now, you got a car, you in Jersey, took care of mom. Now, are you starting to notice there's more envy, there's more resentment starting to be aimed at your direction?
Yes, from loved ones, from friends, family members that think, why not me? Why cousins and aunts are thinking, yeah, you should buy me a house too. It's like, huh? You don't even pay your rent.
Right.
You can't maintain a house.
Right.
You know what it takes. People think
upkeep.
Yes, they think it's just the mortgage. They don't understand when that roof leak, there's no landlord to call. That toilet stop, there's nobody to call.
That's
you gotta have that cash on deck.
Yeah. Because a lot of times people expect you to give them, take care. Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, I buy somebody a car. Now they expecting me when the tires
Change the tires, yes.
Oh, it needs to be serviced. Hey, you gonna take care of the service?
Yes.
No, bro,
Yes.
that's you. That was a one-time thing.
And
You
it's
must
like-
maintain the upkeep.
And a lot of people, they don't even know what they ask for. They don't even know they asking for a bill. When they ask for these things, a house, a car, it's like, okay, you're asking for a bill. I hope you can maintain these things.
No, they can't. They expect you to maintain.
Yes, and that's-
when you learn a lot about people, Memphis Bleek, when you say no.
That's right.
As long as you
'Cause
say
they-
that,
yes,
man, hey, Bleek,
They
man.
love you. They love you. The one time you say no, you're the biggest enemy in the world.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I've been the enemy for a long time. I wear it.
After 50 yeses, one no.
You're the biggest enemy in the world. Changes everything.
Oh my goodness. School. So what? Now you're 17. I think you probably still.
Oh, no, I left school.
You left?
I left. I got up out of there.
School couldn't hold you.
Yeah, it wasn't. I learned everything I needed, man. Fundamentals, reading, writing, math.
Yeah.
Comprehension. Social studies, it was nothing else to learn, and I got a $150,000 check. It was like, it's no looking. What I need in there, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm making more than the teacher.
Yeah, it was nothing to do. I'm gone. I'll see y'all later.
I read where you missed the Biggie tour.
Yes.
How did
that's
that
what I
happen?
said, becoming too big-headed after Reasonable Doubt. I thought I was a superstar. Like I said, I got a little bit of money, family good. I'm thinking everything is cool. I don't need nothing else. I made it. This is the peak of success. So then Jay used to be calling me to go to the studio. I used to tell my moms, tell them I'm not here.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's home. That's your man.
I used to tell them I'm not here. I don't want to go to the studio today. I'm good. I got a couple girls coming over. Forget the studio. So yeah, and mom, she like, Jay, he in the room with some chicken heads.
Yeah.
And Jay pulled up. I never forget. He kicked my girls out. Get out of here. And I remember he asked me, he had to talk with me like, this what you want to do? You want to be in the projects with these girls? He like, bro, I'm rich. I'm trying to give you the opportunity to change your life, to change life in this apartment. I want to bring you with me, but if this what you want to do, cool, I'll leave you here to do it. And left, and I didn't see Jay for probably like a year or two after that. He went on tour, dropped another album, and I didn't even know contact, nothing. And it was one day I seen him in the projects and played my story, and I haven't missed another session or anything since that day.
Your mom really saved your
Yes.
career, your life.
Yes.
Even though she dimed you out. Your mom
Yes.
been snitching on you for a minute.
Yeah. She definitely dimed me out, but she helped me out.
Yes.
She knew he on the road to nowhere.
Right.
He was on the path headed nowhere. So
Has Jay Hov always been this mature? He seemed like he's a little older than you, I'm sure.
yes. He's older than me.
But he's always like focused on, yeah, okay, all this, I want this, this, and this, but this is a journey. Yeah. That's not my destination.
Yes, like always, bro. Like I say, Jay was a prophet and he still is. Like he see things and talk things into fruition.
Right.
Like if you listen to the song, what's the song? It's with Irv Gotti, God bless Irv Gotti, Your Customer. Listen to the beginning line. He say, it's the eventual triple platinum rapper with the solid gold fate. What rapper starts a verse off that I'ma eventually be this? That's how you knew. He knew where he was going with it. He knew. And nothing was gonna take him off that path.
But even before all the success, you saw him grind.
Yes. Working, like radio.
Cause look, you can't become successful and then start to grind.
No.
You grind before you become successful.
Yes.
Therefore, it's easy to maneuver.
Yes, I remember when, the days, Funkmaster Flex, BJ Red Alert, they wouldn't play the records. And we used to make baskets, buy, champagne, Cristal, Godiva, all type of stuff, and make gift baskets for the radio station to try to get them to play his records. Like, it was a struggle, carrying crates of records to Burkina mixtape shop, Beach Street, downtown Brooklyn, like trying to get these people to sell the tapes. It was a struggle, man. It was not, people like to read the end of the story. Nobody like to pick up the glossary of the book.
Right.
They don't want to get to the beginning.
But, I read because the record label didn't want to sign him because he was a little older than the typical rappers. He was 26?
Yes.
And a lot of these, they 18, 19, 20, you know what I'm saying?
They could take advantage of them.
Right.
Jay was already super smart, crazy intelligent, one of the smartest men I know. Like, and he, like I said, he knew what he wanted to do. The path was set. He knew. And he wouldn't take them less or no for an answer.
He ends up selling Roc-A-Fella to Def.
Yeah.
Def Jam for $10 million. And and a lot of people, $10 million back then, that's a lot of bread.
Heck yes.
But he wasn't satisfied.
Yes, $10 million today is a lot of bread.
But you can imagine what it was
back then. Yes.
Yeah, because and he strikes me as a guy real understanding that the minute you're satisfied as a person, you're through as an individual.
Yes.
So he had an unquenchable desire, a thirst to get more.
I believe, if you ask me, I believe once Jay got his first 100 million and he knew it was accessible, he looked at the list on Forbes and started headhunting all of them. That was it. Say, I'm coming for everybody on this list.
He wasn't gonna be satisfied with M. He needed a B behind his name.
Yep. I'm telling you, he's a go-getter. He don't stop. It don't matter how much is here. We need more.
Right. So now, okay, you get signed to Roc-A-Fella.
Yes.
You one of the first. He done looked out for you. He done came like, hey, get out of here. Y'all on some bull jive. Y'all holding my man back. But you allowing them to hold you back.
Yes.
You need to get in the right frame of mind and realize you see all this, it's within your grasp too.
That's right.
But I ain't gonna hand it to you.
That's right. You gotta want it. Like, it's just like the story they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Right.
So I had to definitely take the drink from the fountain and learn myself, but I wanted it. Once I got the opportunity, I got the deal. Like I said, it was at the time when I was acting like I was Hollywood, so they didn't trust my work ethic. They didn't really believe in it. And this was at the time when we signed Beanie Siegel, because I was signed first, and then Beans got signed.
Right.
And then, Beans was just like a breath of fresh air to Roc-A-Fella, that the whole focus shifted to him. So I had to prove myself. And that's why I think, superstar A&R, legendary Lenny-esque, because if it wasn't for him, us believing in each other, we went and turned it around and made the first album, Coming to Age, and we went gold.
Wow. So now you signed to the label, you get that signing bonus, what you do?
Oh, I told you. That's
when you got the house.
Yeah, that's when I bought the house. That's when, before that, I was still going to the projects. I used to do shows with Jay in the limo, drop everybody off at their condo, and then pull up in the middle of the projects.
Come on, bro, you in the limo.
Like I was king of New York. Word up. Right. The limo dropped me off right in the projects, and I used to feel...
Yeah, how did that make you feel like, bro, I'm stepping out of the limo, but I'm stepping out of the limo going into...
Yo, I used to feel like shit, man. Like, it was like the worst feeling ever, because you came from this such high. You're flying, first class, business class. You're staying in these prestigious hotels. You're doing these concerts, riding around in limos, eating this fancy food, and then it's all over and the car drop you right back to reality. So every day I used to know what I was working for.
I heard you said you wish you had planned your career earlier. Because I and it sounds to me, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, that you feel like you wasted a couple of years.
Yes, I wasn't prepared. Like, the things like, I knew Jay was great, but did I know he was gonna be what he is today?
Right.
Heck no, I don't think none of us saw this. And I wish that if I did pay a little bit more attention, instead of chasing the girls, instead of chasing the club life, you know, the flossing, the flashy stuff, I would have been more prepared for what arose. I wouldn't be just learning the business aspect now. It would have been business then, you know?
You know what? I'm really glad you said that. Because every time I talk to someone, I say, well, did you know? Oh, yeah, I knew that. I knew it. Oh, yeah, I knew he's. I was like, well, damn. Everybody knows that somebody's. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah,
but
no,
you're really the first person that I can honestly say, like, no. I knew he was good. I knew he was a hard worker. He was dedicated to the grind. He saw a brighter future, a bigger picture. But I didn't think he would become this.
No, heck no, man. This was not in the cards. I knew he was going to be one of the greats, but the greatest, I didn't know. I couldn't see this.
Right. Having success early, and I mentioned some of the people that I've had on, from Keke Palmer to Megan Good to Chris Brown to Bow Wow. If you could, some of the upcoming stars now, young teenagers, 13, 14, 17, if you could give them advice, if you could get 5, 6, 7 of them in a room, what advice would you give them?
Leave the girls, like, the girls come the more, the girls gonna always be there. That's the number one rule of advice I would give them is don't chase the girls, chase the money. Because the girls chase the men with the money. That's number one. And number two, a lot of these young guys is just they're making so much money and turning to gang culture. And it's just like asinine and backwards to me.
Yeah,
It's like,
I thought you wanted to lead that.
yeah, you do that as you broke. You don't become a millionaire to be gang. I'm King Tito now. Like, I made 10 million, now I'm King Tito. Heck no, I don't want to see Tito.
Right. That's the whole purpose, is that why you're doing it legit is to leave that culture.
Yes.
Why would you make 10, 20, $15 million to go back?
And that's the advice I would give, is that you're just wasting time, man, and prolonging your life, man. Like, some of these guys is cutting their path short by living a life that I ain't going to even say living, portraying a life that they thought was glamorous.
Yeah.
Like, the streets they don't forget, it's unforgiving.
Yeah.
The streets it's not the playground.
Not even play.
No, man.
No, you don't play. It's like you don't play fight.
You don't
play street.
Yeah, it's not the hokey pokey. Can't put one foot in, one foot out, turn around and shake it all about. No.
I read that Dame Dash got you out of a bad management contract.
Yes. Dame saved my life, man. That's why when me and Dame get our little internet spat, I don't feel good about talking about anybody I once called brother in a negative light.
Right.
This is how I like to talk about my brothers,
Right.
the good things, the nice things, and the genuine things they did. I remember going up to the office and I'm telling Dame, yo, I just signed my management contract. I'm ready to go. Let's get this album going. And he like, you signed a management? Who your manager? I'm like, yo, my guys, he like, let me see that contract. I gave him the contract. He called the lawyer right there on the spot. Are you insane? You trying to rob my little brother? Y'all better fix this contract right now. Like, crazy. And I didn't know. I'm like, hold on. My lawyer set me up. Fire him. And Dame helped me get a new lawyer, new accountant, all of that. Word. Saved my life.
So now, you've been in this situation, so how would you instruct others to go about handling business?
Oh man, hire your own lawyer.
Right.
I had a almost like a court-appointed lawyer. They just gave me a lawyer.
Right.
Like, do your own due diligence, get your own attorney, and make sure, don't just pay somebody to read something. Pay somebody to teach you something. Learn the business.
Dame wanted you to be LL, because LL
Was
go
a
way
major
back. He was one of the
superstar,
major
yeah.
ones, like in the early 80s.
Come on, LL, he influenced all of us.
Yes. you was resistant to that.
Yeah, no, because we had Ja Rule and they had the muscles. LL and them. I don't got the muscles. See my back? Come on,
And you weren't
man.
willing to work out to get no
No,
muscles.
man. I said, I would do, but it take a long time. I thought muscles come in 6 months.
Right.
Thought I could get the 6-month plan, man.
Right. So, you said I don't really like to go back and forth with Dane because he's helped me so. He's helped
anybody,
me so much.
Yes.
And when somebody helped you, it's hard. But why do you think he's become so resentful?
Man, I think any man that knows they did wrong, before they admit it, they attack. And I think that's the phase he's going through. He's in attack mode right now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then comes the admission and self-guilt later.
Right. You know, I see people on the internet and everybody saying, man, Hov worth this many billion. Man, he can kick Dame down something and get him out of that situation. Come, man, you know, blah, blah, blah.
That's not Jay. I'm just letting you know that right now. Shit, I'm his friend. He ain't giving nothing away. To the loved ones, you gotta earn it. You gotta work. And then the person who was chopping at his tree for so long, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, because he's taking some shots. I mean,
yes.
And it's in a way for me. I mean, you know the situation better than I do, and you know both of them better than I. But it's really sad to see people that were so close together become so far apart.
Yes, and business does that. Now that's why I say money is the root of all evil, man. Money is it changes everything you know. When we sitting here, everything is fine and dandy. You throw a pot of money in, everything changes.
Roc-A-Fella breaking up.
Worst day of my life.
Did you go back again? Like, oh, did you know Jay-Z? Could you see this coming? Could you foretell of this?
Yes, I knew. We used to talk, you know. Like, I remember at Change Clothes video shoot, you know, me and Dame had a little argument, like something that got real personal, and Jay didn't like that. And we had a conversation, and he was like, yo, it's gonna come a time, if none of these guys don't ship up and act right, we gonna ship them out. It ain't gonna be none of this no more. And I'm like, huh? And I'm going to the guys trying to tell everybody, you know, break it down, but nobody was listening to me. They thought they knew they had the blueprint. And it's like, okay, if the boss is saying this is about to be over and y'all not listening to me, I'ma just sit here and watch the credits roll then.
Right.
You know, and it's sad to say that I tried and there was nothing I can do, man.
Money, ego. What was the root? What was the main? If I got you under oath, and I got the Lord, what do you think the main reason was?
Looking back now, I think it was credit. Like for some reason, our culture loves credit being the reason behind something instead of just getting the money for something. Like, people want the credit. They want to be the man.
The
like,
reason why it happened.
I put this together. You're here because of me. And I think that all me attitude is what destroyed it.
I mean, because if you look at it, and let's just say you inherited $10 billion, and I got out and I grind and I worked and I got $10 billion. You got $10 billion, I got $10 billion.
Yeah, we the same.
How is unimportant.
That's right. And that's I don't know why people be so fascinated off of that, man. They want to explain that it's because of me. It's like, okay, I'll give the credit away. If I walk out and find a bag of money and you want to say you helped me find, go ahead.
I saw it first. Okay, good. You saw it first, but
I grabbed it.
Right. But but they say most dynasties fall from within.
Yes,
it's
all the
not
time.
the outside. It's the inside.
And too much money, man. Too much money, too much power. It brings egos, really big egos, man, and it's uncontrollable.
I want your honest opinion on this. The greatest rap label. We got Death Row, Bad Boys, Cash Money, Young Money, Aftermath, No Limit, So Def, Rough Riders, TDE, Quality Control, Maybach Music, Def Jam.
No Roc-A-Fella. We not in there.
Yeah, you in there.
You ain't say Roc-A-Fella.
Roc-A-Fella's in there.
And it's automatically Roc-A-Fella.
Give me your five. Give me your top five.
Gotta say Cash Money.
Okay.
They had one of the longest runs in hip hop independency history, I believe. Then you gotta say Death Row. Death Row started this gangster. Like, come on, man. Dr. Dre, everybody, they started that. You gotta give No Limit his props just off the hustle and the Shaw Endurance Master P show. what's the other names you said? Oh, Rough Riders.
Rough Riders.
Come on, man. You got Swiss, DMX, God bless, D&Y, Real Straight, New York, Yonkers, Harlem Hustlers that turned that into what? Come on, that's 4 right there. Yeah. And then who else would I go after that? I gotta.
You got Young Money, you got Aftermath, you got So So Def, you got Quality Control, Maybach Music, and you got Def Jam.
Def Jam is one of the greatest labels in history. Like
because they really started.
Yeah, without them, it wouldn't be no Young Money, Cash Money, OVO,
be no money.
Yeah, it'd be nothing. Word up. So Def Jam really the pioneers to this. Russell Simmons and them, they paved the way for what we do.
Kanye, what do you remember about Kanye?
Oh, genius, man. Kanye is a musical genius. When it came down to Kanye in the studio, he was like Jay. He wouldn't take no for an answer. Like, Kanye heard no. Like, used to make the beats, but telling everybody, I rhyme too. Yo, listen, I got verses, I got this. And they man, I don't want to hear your verses. And he's like, Bleek, I'm telling you, I'm going to be the greatest.
Get back in get that engineer going.
And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So his sheer endurance and perseverance to grind and make people believe, it's forever etched in stone.
You're right. College Dropout, here's some of his greatest stuff. But a lot of people say, man, it changed when his mother passed because that was the woman that he truly, truly loved. She was probably one of the few people that could talk to Kanye and keep him on the. Did you notice a change? I don't know if you've been around him since.
I never, it's so crazy. I knew Kanye and I never met his mom. God bless her soul. I never met his mom. So I really don't like speaking about that, but people mourn in different ways.
They do.
Death hits people. No one can mourn the same way.
Right.
So maybe this is his mourning. Do you know what I mean? We don't know. You got to let him find his peace.
Figure it out.
Yeah, man. But it's a lot for that man. You're playing you got kids involved, your mother, the industry, your money, your business. It's a lot, man. They put a lot of pressure on them and expect that you don't break.
Right.
Pressure bust pipes, man. At some point, every man got a breaking point.
He does.
And I think he hit his, man. And it's sad to see, because like I said, I don't like to see none of my brothers spiraling or in the news, any type of controversy. But sometimes you just have to sit back with a clear mind and just try to understand what that man can be going through.
Right.
You
also got an opportunity to work with Rihanna early in her career.
Yes, and I had no clue who she was. I was pissed off. I didn't even want the hook. I remember I came in the studio, Jay yo, I got this beat for you. It got a hook on it already. And I'm like, who is this girl? I don't want this record. You bugging it. Jay and this record is fire. You don't like it? I'm like, I don't know.
You turned it.
Yeah, and then they brought Rihanna in the room and I'm like, put that beat back up, man. Let's go, I got this one.
Man. I guess you didn't know she was going to become a billionaire.
No, she was, come on. Rihanna was one of the most beautiful women you could lay your eyes on. So I knew once she get her face on camera, she get the song she need, it's all she wrote.
Over.
Yeah, that's it. That's another anomaly, man. The Rihanna, she's she came in and dominated the game, man.
Right.
No foreigner, I could say, came to America and really dominated like Rihanna did.
But if you think about it, music, she had a music background.
Yes.
But people don't really look at Rihanna for music now.
No,
she got perfume and she got fit. Yeah,
she's
bro.
Killing.
Yes.
She damn near put Victoria's Secrets on notice.
Absolutely.
They better watch out.
Do you remember when Hov got sued by the wrestler for doing that?
The diamond thing? Yeah, I remember that.
But that's not his thing.
I don't know. Why would you think you made this up?
That's Delta Sigma Theta.
I would have thought they would have tried to sue us. But they were stepping with us. So I got major love for them.
Let me ask you a question. I mean, I think the first time I've ever heard beef, I don't know if it was beef, but a diss, was when LL and Kool Moe Dee.
Yeah, Kool Moe Dee.
That was really the first time. And obviously Kool Moe Dee got into it, I think, with cannabis.
Yeah. You mean LL got it in?
LL got into it with cannabis.
Yep.
Hov and Nas went back and forth. When was the first time that you noticed the diss? How old were you when you found out dissing was a thing?
Oh man, young.
I mean, we going bar for bar, we ciphering, okay, that's cool. But
rap started out as battling.
Okay.
In the back park, When the DJ played the music, 2 MCs grabbed the mic, one showcasing that he better than the other. So it started out like that. So that's when, if you get into hip hop in any fashion, any form, you know it's a competitive sport. Like, number one, it's like trying to be friends in basketball or football. It's like, after the game, we could chill, but when we get on them lines, it's war.
I'm trying to knock your block off.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is in rap. So I just feel like they took the battle and now it's in court. Beef is in court now, rapping. Like, it's insane that a man went in the house, wrote a rhyme, picked a beat, and now he's going to court for that.
Wow. and look, and there have been some great, obviously, Nas and Hove going back and forth. You got Tupac and Biggie.
Yes,
and
it's great, legendary. You got Ice Cube and
NWA.
Cormega. I mean, I said Cormega. I mean, what's my man from Chicago? He gonna kill me now, man. He's gonna kill me.
Because you know when NWA broke up and Cube left and did his thing and he came back with No Vaseline.
And he had major beef with them. And No Vaseline, one of the greatest diss records in history.
One of the greatest. I mean, a lot of people keep moving it down because it seems like people don't think if it didn't happen today, it wasn't important.
No, you
but
gotta
No
respect.
Vaseline and Ether and all those.
You gotta respect
Tupac hit him up.
That was a heartbreaking record. I ain't liked it. I was from Brooklyn. I like it, but I ain't like it. Yes, Common Sense. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, when Ice Cube and Common got into it, that was a good lyrical battle because Common is super nice.
Yeah.
One of the nicest off the top lyrics. Man, nobody messing with Common Sense.
And then Kendrick and Drake.
Oh, yeah.
The man, I mean, the Grammys that came along with it and the Super Bowl halftime show that came along with it. And he goes on tour with SZA and it's sold out.
I've never seen a diss record do that.
Never.
Ever.
And you might not ever see it again.
No, you won't. I think this is the one only time, but you know what it shows you, man? And I hope the OVO camp and everybody knows, and any other rapper that's getting into this business and want to be a star, they don't love you, man. It's just like the streets. You a showman. You here to perform, do your show and go home. Certain fans gonna love you, but the masses is not gonna love you. They're gonna respect you. Right. But there's no love here. It's the next man up. And that's what it goes to show, because if you could dominate for so long like Drake did, and then somebody could just come move you out the way, like, get out of here. Where's the loyalty or the love of the fans, right? It's like almost they didn't exist.
That man got 10 diamond selling singles.
But,
I mean,
but still, man, like, it's still, you don't want to be getting, assassinated on music, on record, then your comments, the Twitter, you walk in the street, people shouting this to you, doing that. It's a rough time, man.
It ain't gonna go away, because guess what? They play that at every game.
Every game.
NBA arena, not like us. The team is not.
All he got to do is he got to make another one. He got to make something to counteract that.
Do it, but what about just music? Does it have to be a diss to counteract that? What if he came out with another album?
No, it don't have to be a diss.
Okay.
Like, remember, I'm never gonna agree with the fans. They try to say Ether was the best diss record in the Jay and Nas battle. Cool. We can't argue with the fans, but you know what we're gonna do?
What?
We're gonna make a classic album. We're gonna drop the Blueprint. We're gonna drop the Black Album. We're gonna do the things to out-hit your opponent. And that's how you win a war. You could lose a battle,
right?
But you gotta win the war.
Yes.
And that's what I pray that's what they over there focused on, the war, not the battle.
Are you surprised that Drake took it this way, that he Universal and gonna sue? Are you surprised that he did?
Yes, I'm surprised. You got people that's on both sides.
Right.
He's suing because it's a battle. Oh no, he's suing, he's taking the mega giant down, the industry and all this.
But the mega giant built you up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a winner in this, man. It's just, I don't see a winner in this.
Yeah, well, I mean, you in the music industry, you've been around the music industry, to the lay people that's gonna watch this, gonna listen to this. What does he hope to accomplish by this?
I don't know. I really don't know, because I got a lot of diss records about me. Like the Rap of the Game, he got like 40 diss songs about me, but I'm never gonna take him to court. Like,
right.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I hope it wasn't his decision. Like, sometimes lawyers make decisions and
yeah, but they got them billable hours.
Yeah, but still, man, I don't know, man. Rap beef in court, like, should have been some physical altercation for that. I don't know, man. And you know, they both my guys. Drake, like you said, got 10
10 more than
diamonds.
anybody.
10 diamonds. Like, he been on Billboard longer than anybody. Then you got Kendrick, who's just amazing, phenomenal. Both of them are. I don't think this is career ending, like a lot of people say. I feel like Drake can definitely come back from this. As you see, he just dropped the super smash Nokia.
Man. But I had Fat Joe on, and Fat Joe say, man, look, if they call you off the porch, you gotta jump
go.
down.
That's right. You gotta go. You can't. They can't invite you to the
you
brawl.
go ahead, y'all have that. I'm too big to battle.
Nah, man, you can't.
But
do that.
they try to hit up Jay. Jay don't even pay him no mind.
Jay had us in the lobby. The Roc. Remember, you wanted to get to the penthouse, you got to go through the lobby first. Right. He had some hitters in the lobby. Couldn't just get up there that easy. Right. Drake ain't got no hitters in the lobby. He got to get some hitters down there.
But think about this, Bleek. All the people that Drake done jumped on the feature with, all the people that on the tour, when he go on tour, y'all come on.
Yeah.
Everybody turned their back on this man.
See, he should have gave me a verse. Should have gave me a verse. I'd have been on the front line with you. Superman.
Are you surprised they did a man like that?
Yes, like I trust no love in this game, man. People gonna use you for what they need you for, and then when they done with you, they gonna put you back because they don't need you no more. They got what they needed. Damn. This game is dirty, man. It's a really, really dirty game, and you gotta pick your friends and know your enemies, for sure.
J. Cole was like in it for a hot second. J. Cole said, nah, this ain't for me.
Yeah, he got up out of there. Yeah, the pot got high, he got up out of there.
He jumped back on his bike and rolled off there like Debo.
Yeah,
I want none of this.
Yeah, I respect him. I ain't gonna knock him. You know, war ain't for every man. Right. And I'm never gonna say you're less of a man because you don't want a war. It ain't for everybody. And J. Cole got shooters in the lobby, so. He got a record label. A lot of guys down there, JID and all them guys, they pen game is serious.
Why you always getting into it with people though?
Me? I don't got no problems with nobody.
I guess they started with you. Because you and Cam had.
Me and Cameron?
Yeah.
Nah, man, Cam, my guy. I don't got no problems with the guys. That was maybe that Roc-A-Fella stuff. None of that was real.
Right.
Like Cam, Jim Jones, all them, we all chilled in the studio together, and then out of nowhere we had beef. And then out of nowhere it was over. Mm-hmm. But no one got punched in the face. Nobody threw a grape at nobody. Nobody even slipped on a banana peel in this beef. So there was nothing.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like beef dissing is okay as long as it stays on wax? Because a lot of time, because I think people think that the Biggie, Tupac, it was fine. I mean, Tupac Hit 'Em Up was one of the great diss songs, but it kind of spilled over. It left the wax and went to the streets.
But it's crews. It's not necessarily the artist.
Yes.
It's the guys you're with. Like, I have guys, I might feel offended by something someone say. And I could be talking, just free talking around my guys. Yo, this guy did this, da-da-da-da-da. And now one of my guys want to go take it upon himself to be like, hey, I'm going to prove a message is so bleak. I'm loyal. I'm going to hit this guy for him. I can't control that. So that's what it usually be. It be the crews. It don't usually be the artists that get into the brawl unless we genuinely don't like each other. And like I said, if you look at 75% of the beef, half these guys didn't even know each other.
Right. But at that point in time, you be like, man, I'm making too much money to beef.
But if they call you off the porch, you got to go? You got to go, man. You got to go. If you get called off the porch, you know how it is in the neighborhood, man, or even in school. 3 o'clock, that 3 o'clock meet me in the park and you don't show up. You might as well tell mom transfer schools.
Yeah, you're right, because they say after school, and when school's out,
3 o'clock, me and you don't show up, mom got to get them transfer papers.
Damn.
Seriously.
You right. Hey, you gonna give an ass cut or you gonna take one, but hey, you can't run from one.
That's right, man. They going even in loss. Like loss is like, every defeat is not a defeat.
Right.
At least if I lost fights, but I bet you the person fighting me don't want to fight again.
That's what you got to make.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't an easy W.
Right.
It was a very hard one.
Right. But the ones that you get, you got to make it break loose. Don't let nobody break it up. Make him break loose. He ain't gonna come back.
That's right. That's a fact. You gotta fight, man. Right. Win or draw, win, lose or draw.
Is it true you turned down Old Boy?
They say I did. Just Blaze, Cam, everybody say they got the narrative, but I don't remember having the beat.
Right.
And if I did, I'm a fool. I was on, I don't know, Lemon Head. But I could tell you, I turned down Rest in Peace Black Raw beat. Whoa. I had that beat first, and I didn't use it. I didn't see.
You couldn't see what he saw?
I didn't see whoa. He made it whoa. The beat wasn't that. It was just the beat.
Right.
When he got the beat, he like, oh, now, whoa. Like, so he brought the life to the beat. But all rappers have beats that they turn down. Like, my record, Mine Right, Redman didn't, he passed on that beat.
Right.
Those was his DJs that made the beat for me. So that circle of people passing up beats, I think everything ain't for everyone.
Right. And it's hard, you know what? 'Cause it's kind of like a movie.
Yes.
You hear like such and such turn down this role and such turn down that role. And after you see that person in that role, I'm like, I'm not so sure you would have done the role justice like he did it or like
Exactly.
she did it.
Yes.
So now on a beat, you're like, okay, yeah, I might have turned it down, but I don't know after hearing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did Old Boy. He did Cam and them. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, that is, it's already history.
What about Joe Budden, Pump It Up?
Oh yeah, I had that. Just Blaze was in I had that. I passed that up. Joe Budden's got that one. That's cool.
Let me ask you this. Where are you on ghostwriting?
Now, I feel like it's not good. But a lot of these guys got a lot of writers in the room. I feel
Why?
like to sustain, you can't think of everything yourself.
Right.
So you need people like, the beat. Somebody gonna come up with the hook. Somebody might come up with the concept. But as far as somebody writing your 16-bar verse, no. You can give me an idea. You can give me a chorus, but you're not giving me a verse. Only person who could give me a verse is Jay. Jay want to give me a verse, I gladly accept.
Right. But damn, Bleek, I mean, like when you in a movie, I mean, you don't come up with all the lines. You don't do everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but rap, I feel like you held to a higher stake than an actor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you can't really say that. Ice Cube and them writing their own movies.
But Jay-Z wrote for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of your favorite faves, he done wrote bars for.
Yeah, that's why I said he could give me a verse if he want. He got something laying around, pass off, big homie.
Do you feel people disrespect your pen?
Yes, all the time.
Why?
Because I'm too close to the sun. When anything is too close to the sun, it dissolves. Jay is the sun, man.
Because they say, oh, man, that's Jay beat. He ain't come up with that. Jay did that.
Yeah, like no matter what I do, he's going to get the credit for it.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Right now, like after this interview come out, Jay called you so I could do this. Right now, Hov put the call in,
Right.
baby.
Barbara Streisand quoted Memphis Bleek in a diss to Donald Trump.
Yeah, I see
She
that.
said, the strong are quiet, the weak start riots.
Yes. She took that, and that's crazy. She listened to 900 Hustler, because she had to listen to, that's a real drug dealer record. Barbara outside.
Have you ever been starstruck?
Michael Jackson. That's it.
What was it like to be? Because people keep saying, who's the most famous person ever lived? Other than Jesus, Michael Jackson.
Yes, word up. Michael Jackson is it, man. Every kid in the world wanted to meet Mike. So at Summer Jam, when I got a chance to even see Mike racing through the halls, coming in our dressing room, it was just, I couldn't even go. Like, if you look at the pictures, everybody on stage, I was on stage, but I'm not in the picture because I was that starstruck. Like, that's Mike, man. Like, that's the greatest of all time.
Right.
Like, I couldn't believe it. That's the only time I could say.
Because look.
I've been around everybody. God rest Nelson Mandela. I done been around everybody, bro. Yeah. We did a show during the Water for Life tour in Africa.
But since you've been around Jay and you've known him for so long, people probably feel that same way about Hov. But you like, man, that's my man. I mean, bro, he
Yeah, no, Jay, like, people be losing it when they see Jay.
Yeah.
Jay is like the ultimate super famous, like, but me is like, stop playing with me, dog.
It's like, I don't know if you ever met Michael Jordan. You ever met Michael Jordan?
No, I never met Mike. I seen him a few times, but I never met him.
Bro, that's the only man I've ever. He levitate.
I believe you.
He don't.
He's the GOAT, man.
If you listen to people, I'm talking about superstars.
Yes, when
They
Mike,
describe him, they say the same thing.
it's crazy. And Mike is the GOAT, man. Like, come on.
I know it's sacrilegious to say, and people are like, well, who's the most famous MJ? And Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, and we know the sneak, the jump man.
Yes, like,
But
come on.
ain't nobody Michael Jackson.
No, nobody's Michael Jackson.
Can you imagine if Michael was Michael Jackson in today's time with the internet?
Oh my Jesus. Like what they say, so 30, his album went 30 times platinum or something when it came out, it'd be 130.
Yeah, he
it's a stream era.
sold 100 million hard copies.
Yes, of Thriller. Insane.
A Thriller.
100 million. It went 30 million when it first dropped. Overall, 100 million.
There'll never be another album do that.
Never. They said, I read something a while back where it said, out of 3 billion people on the planet, 2.6 billion of them people were Michael Jackson fans. So I mean, he had the whole world.
The whole world
was a Michale Jackson fan. It's insane.
I mean, think about when they would see him and people would like spend great money and they would pass out. They wouldn't even get a chance to see the concert.
Yep, fainting.
What man can come out there for 10, 13 minutes and just stand there, don't say a word?
And people gonna be fainting. Yeah, nobody. I don't see nobody doing that.
He said let it marinate.
Yeah, I don't see nobody doing that today.
Never.
Not today. Not today. Everybody famous in their own right. They got an Instagram page, they go live, they like, man, I'm lit. He ain't lit.
Where are you on sampling?
Oh, I love it. You know, some of the best music is made from sampling. You know what I mean? But I don't think, it has to be the right sample. Like, you know, and the right person chopping the sample. Like, you give the right sample to Just Blaze or Ninth Wonder, oh man, you're gonna have a masterpiece on your hands. Them boys know how to chop a sample up the way you forget who made the record.
Right.
Like, serious.
Is it a situation like somebody wants to sample yours? Because I talked to L and I talked to a lot of people that's had their, you know, work sampled. And they're like, nah, I had Bobby Brown talk to him. He said, nah, I got to hear that because I ain't finna let everybody jump, mess my...
Yeah, no, Bobby he got classics. You don't want to have people ruin your records. Now, in that aspect, yeah, if somebody's sampling your music, you definitely want to hear it, to clear it. Because, like, if you really take pride in your work, you don't want nobody tarnishing it.
Destiny Child. Oh, hold on. They was booed at...
I think I All-Star in Philly.
Yeah.
Philly rough, man. Philly booed Santa Claus.
They threw snowballs at my man.
Like,
he bringing presents, he bringing...
But it wasn't because of their talent. They did it wrong. Remember, they were in Philly. This was the year Kobe was playing, you know, Allen Iverson.
That was the All-Star game.
Yeah, and they came out with the Kobe jerseys on in Philadelphia. So.
No. Even though Kobe is a hometown guy, Allen Iverson
is the guy in Philly. He's the god in Philly. Like, there's no one more famous than AI in Philly. You kidding me?
You're absolutely right.
Yes.
Look, let me ask you this about Beyonce. And did you know, I mean, Destiny's Child, and that was a great group. But,
amazing.
But B
was, come on.
I think the most impressive thing, and she has a Rolodex of impressive things she's done, but to do country.
Oh man,
I mean, she's here.
Switch genres,
to go way. A lot of people won't even
they
risk
won't
it.
even attempt it, but
Nope.
that just shows you the musical genius that she is, man. And there's no boundaries or limits she's not willing to test or try. You know.
But you know, in order to do that, you got to be up here.
Yeah.
You better not be here and do that.
No.
Because guess what? When you do that crossover, you gonna be down here.
That could be your career exit. They could walk you right off the stage, like, oh, you can't. All right, let's walk her off right here. Like, nah, B is this. She is like. If anybody I see going in that Michael Jackson stratosphere, she's the closest.
Wow.
100%.
Help me understand this, because they've been going back and forth. Man, Chris Brown better than Michael Jackson. Now, I believe he might be the closest as far as being able to move and can sing because he's an entertainer.
Like Chris Brown he's a
oh man, that joke can move, man. He got bones in his body?
I don't know, but Chris Brown is a major superstar, incredible dancer, phenomenal singer, got hits after hits after hits. But Michael Jackson, I don't know. I know he could. If they did a biopic on Mike, they need to let him do all the dancing.
Because wasn't he supposed to perform something at the BET?
Yes,
and they cut it.
You know how it is, man. They bring up the back in the day bull crap. That man done proved himself time and time over again.
How long you gonna punish him for?
Yes, like come on, man. If we live in a country that forgives, then they need to forget. You know what I'm saying? And don't hold that over that man's head. Everybody's lives done went, and they got lives now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's done moved on. She got kids and
let that man live, man. Like, you know, that's the whack part about the industry that I don't like. I feel like in our culture, they hold us to a higher standard than anyone
we help
else.
him too.
Yes,
we help him.
Yes.
How big could he have been? Minus that incident, how big could Chris Brown have been?
No ceiling, man. I don't see no stopping. Without that incident, I don't see no stopping Chris Brown. He was the young heartthrob of America. You know what I mean? Like, he could do no wrong. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like they gotta let that go, man. That kid done proved himself that he's a genuinely sorry. And
Yeah, he's
like,
remorseful.
yeah.
She's forgiving him.
Exactly, but they don't want to forgive him. Who are you people to be the gatekeepers of forgiveness?
New rappers today.
Yes.
I talk to comedians, and comedians like, man, look.
They don't like him. Yeah, they
Because comedians, the old comedians, they had to go on the little chitlin circuit and they
Yes.
perform in front of 30, they perform in front of 40, 50, 100, and you work your way up.
Yes.
Now some of these comedians, they get on the internet, they do a skit, they do boop,
and it's on. Yep. That's the power of social media though.
Right.
Like, you can't get mad in the era. It's just, you know,
You take advantage of what's available.
I had to take the train. These kids is taking Uber to work now. I can't be mad you in the Uber, right? I had to take the
Times
train. Like,
change.
yeah, so, excuse me, you just have to respect it and accept it. Like, everybody deserves their niche and their time. And I feel like these kids today, it's their time. We had our time. And a lot of people didn't capitalize on their time, so they mad
They're
at the
resentful
kids'
of the people
time.
that's do it.
Yes, and it's like, let that go, man. Let these guys shine. Let them feed their families and prosper.
You got an opportunity to work with T.I., Missy Elliott. Missy, I don't think Missy gets the credit that she deserves.
One of the greatest ever and phenomenal writer. Wrote so many hits for countless artists and R&B groups in the country.
But her videos were
Insane.
futuristic.
Yes.
I mean, and I hate that the video era has gone.
Yes. That's because attention span is dying though.
It is.
People don't even watch videos anymore. It's all on your phone.
On your phone.
Little quick 3-minute reel on your Instagram and that's it.
It better be a short. Got 1 minute to hold my attention span. I'm
That's
put this
right.
phone back in my pocket.
That's right. So that's what I think it is. But back then, man, I appreciate what they did. Her, Busta Rhymes, Ludacris.
Yeah.
I feel like they was the most creative artists of our genre.
Is it true T.I. only charged you like $2,500 for it?
Yeah, he charged me $2,500, man.
That's it?
For around here, word up, man. I love T.I. for that, man. He could have got 5 bands. He's like, nah, I do it for $2,500.
Rumor has it that you discovered Rose.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm not gonna take full credit, but I was one of the founders of. It was when we was doing the song Round Here. We was in Circle House Studio, you know, tricking them in the studio, and I remember Ross walking up on me like, yo, Bleek, I get busy, man. I be writing these hooks, doing all of this. And I'm like, what? Let me hear something. And he rhymed for me. And I'm like, yo, Beans, come here. I'm like, yo, Beans, listen to Son. And he rhymed for Beans. I'm like, Beans like, yo, he got it. And I remember calling Jay like, yo, Slip and Slide got somebody down here, cuz. You might want to come check that out. And the rest is history, so.
Is it, can you just like, okay, so my man said, hey, check this out, Bleek. Hey, you know, I get down. Oh, let me hear something. Do you know right away? Okay, he got it.
You can tell. You can tell, especially if a person just rap right there on the spot. A lot of people can rap on the spot but can't rap on the beat. A lot of people can rap on the beat and can't rap on the spot. So a person who could do both right there is like, then he telling you, I wrote XYZ songs and there's songs that's on the chart.
Yeah.
Gotta take it for consideration.
Now, as a record record head yourself, what are you looking for in an artist?
No crybabies, because these artists need parenting. These artists is babies. I don't think the parents is finishing the job at home because they come here as grown men and want you to take care of them. It's like, fam, you didn't sell a record and I'm supposed to do what for you? I'm supposed to buy you a Rolex. I'm supposed to do this, put you in, you gotta fly first class. You know you gotta sell records to do that?
Right.
Like these guys come prima donna, ready. That's all I want to meet the real grinding artists that want to win from the bottom up, that don't think you're supposed to just put me there and it's just all going to happen.
You said something very interesting. You said the grind.
Yes.
And it seems like people run from the grind now.
They don't want it, man. They want the shine. They don't want the grind. They want the shine, man. That's
But you can't have it.
They don't know. You can't get one without the other.
Yeah.
In order to shine, you have to grind.
Right.
Because if you just shine, then somebody gonna take it from you. So
Right.
go on the block with no work. Somebody gonna take that jewelry quick.
Man. Yeah, and I've always wondered this, is that, and we kind of touched on it a little earlier, why is it that what is so enduring, what is so fascinating, so captivating, that people that got everything, they got everything to lose, nothing to gain by being in that situation. What is it? Bleek, you gotta tell me something. Give me something that says, hey, Sharpe, this is what it is right here. This is why they do it. Why?
I think it's family, man. They want that love that they never got at home. You know, these kids go outside and the streets show you the love that your family don't show you. You know, like I said, I grew up without a father. So I didn't know what being a man was until I got with the guys. You know what I mean? And you say certain things and then you get punched in the mouth for them things. A lot of these kids don't get that today neither. They just going out for the love and don't get the other side of the love. They just getting the love and they just go full-fledged and dive into it and like, this is my gang, this is my family. And then when something go wrong, they realize the gang wasn't family or they gang.
Now you stuck.
Yeah.
And people looking at you crazy like, bro, you had it all. You flying private jets, you got APs and you got Pateks
Yeah.
and you got Audemars and you got all this, you got Roses and you living in the high life.
But they
And you want to do that?
They want to throw it up for the gang.
Do you realize that gang would switch places with you and would douche you out and would not even look your way?
That's right. That like if you switch roles, 90% of the gang members would leave you right where you at if they get your opportunity. 100%. Anybody that grew up in that environment and lived that life for real, they don't want to do that, man. You looking for ways to get out of that.
Right.
It's not fun. It's not the glamorous life.
Right.
You don't fascinate that neither.
Wow. When back in the day, it basically you had two areas. You had New York and you had Cali.
Yes.
But now you can find anywhere.
Anyway, it could be from Alaska today.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, Eskimo flow.
What the influence? Because Atlanta now. You got Future,
that's
you
the
got all
Mecca.
those guys. You got Lil Baby, and you got obviously that Luda and T.I. and Gucci Mane,
Yeah,
Jeezy.
I think they got a power plant down there. They just breeding.
Yeah, we got that thing. ATL got that thing in the chokehold right
Word
now.
up, that's the Mecca. Is what that's how New York was 20 years ago. Now Atlanta got it, and I'm happy to see them because Atlanta was a small, vibrant city. Now if you look, ATL is like a major city,
Lit.
like a LA or New York now, and it's amazing, man. They got too much talent down there.
You see artists in prisons.
Oh man.
Bro, how you go to jail and you got a couple million?
It
I
don't
mean,
make no sense.
what is it that I'm trying to figure out? Like, man, I got a couple of million. I ain't really trying. I ain't trying to do nothing sleazy or slimy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up reputable businesses.
Yes. A lot of these guys, like I said, they use rap to be who they always dreamed to be. Like we all come from the urban environments,
Yes.
ghettos, whatever you want to call them. And you got your neighborhood drug dealer. You got the big time tough guy in the neighborhood who beat everybody up. A lot of these guys get record deals and try to act like the local drug dealer they saw or the local tough guy they saw, and they want to live that life. And that's why and they don't understand what it takes to live that life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's only two things that come with living this life. Is either you're going to die, you're going to end up in that box, or you're going to end up in the other box. It's what box you want to be in. The one that goes 6 feet or the one that's just 6 feet by 10.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
Wow. Movies. You acted in a few movies.
yes, man.
Is that something you would like to continue to do, or you like?
Now if somebody give me something cool, I think I'm ready now. Back then I was a little scared.
Right.
They offered me drumline, I turned it down.
What?
Because I was scared, man. I didn't think I could be a drummer and go back to the neighborhood. I thought I would have 40 more fights.
But here's the thing. You wouldn't have to go back to the neighborhood.
I'd have been gone. Yeah, I'd have been in Bel Air somewhere, right? I'd have been gone. I didn't tell you, I didn't have the vision. Oh.
Kevin Hart, Charlie Murphy. You was with them in Paper Soldiers.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
Amazing, man. That was my first time actually meeting Kevin. I remember telling him on the set, like, yo, bro, you the funniest guy I ever met. Like, yo, you're gonna blow up in this business.
He's the hardest working mofo too.
Yes, he is, man. He don't stop. That's why I say a lot of these guys people see on camera and big, they think they just chilling now, enjoying the money. They don't understand. They don't even get a chance to touch the money they working so much.
Kev go from movie to TV show to commercials, back to movies, back to sick.
He don't stop,
He
man.
doesn't.
Nah, he work all the time. And that
Kev
time,
want to be a big. He want to be.
Yeah, he's
He
gonna
be
get
one
it.
of yeah.
He gonna
Kevin
get
Hart
it.
want to be a billionaire.
He gonna get it. Especially he heard the Rock got it. He gonna get it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, he coming. Did you think Kev would be what he when you was on the set with him?
Yes, I knew, man. At that time, you know, comedians was dying. You know, Chris, what's my man named? Chris Tucker. He went to Africa, didn't want to curse no more. You know, we just had, wasn't a lot of real good actors at that time, like real comedians that can act. Like you had comedians that can get up and do a stand-up comic show that's fly, but then they get on the screen and it's just not the same.
Right.
Kev could do both. And I feel like we didn't have an actor who can really do both since Eddie Murphy.
Chappelle, I thought Chappelle was gonna.
But you think Chappelle, what movie Chappelle had that's...
Man, you remember Chappelle in Professor Nutty Professor? Reggie? Should I get him?
Yeah, he did
He
good
was
in
Tully in Blue Street?
Yeah, but that wasn't what, them boy roles like what Kev was
he
doing.
wasn't the lead.
That's what I mean. He didn't never have a lead role. Like he did cameo roles, supporting roles was good. But come on, Kev.
To carry the movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Only Eddie Murphy did that. And they could get on stage with leather pants and tell you, hey.
Pryor was the first.
I was too young for that.
Oh, yeah,
bro,
okay.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
I remember his movies more than his stand-up.
Brewster's Million, Stir Crazy,
Yes. Like my favorite Pryor movie is See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Nick Cannon came to the projects.
Nick Cannon was my dog. That's still my dog. You know, Nick Cannon used to hang with us back in the day. He was always, you know, we was managed by the same manager.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I knew Nick was going to be what he is today. He was funny as hell back then.
Really?
So I knew Nick. And then, you know, rap was just a hobby for him. Like the comic and telling jokes and acting was really what he really wanted to do.
Who else came to the projects and hung out that people would be surprised that came out and hung out with you in Marcy?
Oh, man. Out from L.A., I remember Razzcast came to Marcy one time with us. You know, Foxy Brown been in Marcy a million times. We had Oprah in Marcy.
Oprah?
Yeah, man. Oprah came down to the hood. We had a lot of people in Marcy. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to think. You know, it's been so many people breeze through Marcy. It's just like, I remember when back in the days when Roc-A-Fella and Big Daddy Kane and them came through Marcy. It was a big deal, too. Like, there's a lot of legends came through the project.
Hey, man, look. Big Daddy Kane and Roc-A-Fella don't get the credit they deserve.
Oh man, I'm the pioneers,
but you know, but you know, people, if it didn't happen today, people think it wasn't good.
That's right.
Bro, look, Roc-A-Fella, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One.
Oh man, KRS-One, he's like, if you want to talk about battle rapping, KRS-One came out and tried to destroy a whole borough.
Yeah.
He wasn't just dissing a rapper, he tried to diss the whole borough.
How do you get Serena to star in your video?
Oh, that was Jay. Jay made that happen. I didn't know Serena. I met her at the video shoot. If you pay attention to the video, we had Megan Good in the video too. Serena was in the video. We had the WNBA girls in the video. You know, shout out to all of them. That was Jay, man. Jay was the plug.
I can understand why people say that.
What?
Hov hooked that up.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the plug, man. I didn't know them.
And she played Jay-Z in tennis.
Yeah, she played. She was, it's so crazy. Like, we really filmed that, like, seeing how fast she can serve the ball. 75, 85 miles an hour.
And that was just, she was taking it easy.
Yeah, that's just a video
Did Hov
shoot.
return it?
No, heck no. No, it's too fast. You couldn't see it. It's almost like a bullet.
And she put spin on it, she kick it, she go up the tee.
Yo, and remember, that was young Serena.
Yeah.
Before the babies, before the marriage, all of that. That was straight killer Serena.
That was prime Serena. Did you really have endorsement deals with like Jamal Crawford and Larry Fitzgerald?
No. Those just my guys.
That was your guys?
Yeah, Jamal Crawford, my bro. You know, I just always hung out with them going to the game, especially when he was a Knickerbocker.
Right.
You know, that's my guy. I always support him. He was in my video for Like That.
Yes.
That's my guy. But I never had no endorsement deals. Jay tied me up. Rock-A-Wear, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I got to wear that stuff.
Your Knicks. You thought they were
man.
going to do it this year?
I thought so, but I knew the Knicks was going to nick. Come on, man. I'm a New Yorker. The Knicks going to nick eventually.
Right.
Hopefully next year we get over that.
Bro, how y'all fired a coach and ain't got nobody in mind?
That's the Knicks going to nick. I'm telling you, the Knicks is going to nick. I don't know what they thinking, what they doing over there. They got my guy West in office, though. He going to get it right.
What have you learned most about money?
That is not the most important thing. Family is more important than money. Money is something that makes life easier, but it doesn't make life better. You know, love makes life better. The people that you care, the loved ones around you is way more important than money, because the people that keep you focused, you'll always be able to make money. You can't always meet loved ones, you know? But you can always make money as long as you got hustle in your heart.
But do families sometimes change when you get money?
Oh, yes, definitely. See, now when I'm talking about family, I'm talking about the wife, the kids. I'm not talking about the cousins.
Oh, you
and
ain't
all
talking
of
about the
that.
cousin. Yeah, you ain't talking about that.
It's a different family now.
Right.
Yeah, so the cousins and all that, they think, you got it. Like, and it's like, I don't go to work to give my money away.
Right.
You can come to work with me. You can come make something with me, come find a position in something that I'm doing and come get some money with me. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna go to work and just give it away.
Right.
So, but the loved ones, my wife, my daughter, my son, like that love right there is just unmatched. And that's what gives me the strength to, and motivation to keep going every day, to know what I'm leaving this for.
When you don't give family, man, you got it. Okay,
Yes.
You don't give it no more or something, it's funny, you go back, man, I don't know what he did with all that money. I gave it to you, mofo.
That's right. I gave it all to you. And then when you get to that part, no one got a solution.
No.
No one want to help. Nobody grabbing an idea, nothing.
Man, if I had it, this is what I would do. No, you wouldn't.
Exactly. That's what everybody say. If I hate the if people.
Yeah.
That's why I think I love in my mind. If it was a fifth, we all be drunk.
Yeah.
Remember as a kid, I was like, she crazy. What's she talking about? But now I know what she talking about.
You absolutely. What do you think some of the worst purchases you made?
Cars. Cars is the worst thing to buy, I feel, because you don't gain
It's a
value.
depreciating asset,
As
huh?
soon as you drive off the lot, you lost money. Like you literally can buy a car today and make a U-turn and bring it right back, and it's $20,000 less than what you bought it for.
Like, bro, you saw me make a U-turn.
Yeah, like I didn't even leave the lot. Yeah, so I feel like cars are the worst. And jewelry that doesn't matter. Like, do you buy the right jewelry, the right Rolex, the right chain, the right piece, then it adds
But you
value.
don't need 50 of them, though, Bleek.
Nah, but you need a few. You need a few.
Bro, I mean, like Burroughs. So you got Jada, Fat Joe, recently went viral saying a lot of rappers are living paycheck to paycheck.
Oh.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. A lot of rappers, definitely. A lot of these new age rappers and back in the day.
But they didn't make the money back in the day that they get.
And today you have to be a major star. You have to be able to sell things other than records to get the money today, because it's the other companies that's giving these guys the money. It's not the record labels that's giving these guys the money. It's the endorsement deals.
It's the collab. You see Travis Scott.
Yeah.
He's with Nike. He's
Mike
with Audemars
McDonald's.
Piguet. Yeah, he's with Audemars Piguet.
Yes, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those deals is what's giving these guys the major millions.
Right.
But as far as like a regular rapper, yeah, they depending on the show right now. They praying the promoter call them, the phone ring, and they get a gig. But I feel like rappers it's too much opportunity with your money today to do too many things. Like all these businesses, like a lot of these kids is entrepreneurs. They just don't know how to get into the right business.
Right. Hov rapped the line about you. He said, "As long as I'm alive, Bleek's a millionaire. And even if I die, he's in my will somewhere."
Yes. I love that. It's my brother, man, I love it. Like, it made the road a little bit rough, because now I'd go talk to a DJ like, hey, I need you to play this record. They like, yeah, but Hope said you good, fam. Take care of me. Like, what you mean? I still got to work. He said I'm in the will. That means he got to go.
Yeah.
He ain't give it to me now.
Right.
I still got to earn it.
So, in order to get your music played on the radio, you got to break them off?
A lot of people used to be on it like that. Like, yo, because, DJs, and it ain't, certain people like to say payola. Me, I look at it different. If you're an artist, right, if you're a DJ, just put yourself in the DJ shoes, and I'm an artist, I'm trying to get you to play my record.
Right.
Now, this record blows up because you played it. My life changed. You still just a radio DJ.
Oh, man.
You like, dog, I'm going to help you blow up, but you're not going to look out for me. You're not going to let me DJ a few shows. It's one hand wash the other business, basically. That's what it is. It ain't really pay to play my record. It's like, hey, dog, you got an opportunity. Show me that I got an opportunity with you before I support you.
When you have money, Bleek, everybody thinks like, so, man, you got so much money, you can lend somebody $500. You can lend somebody $2,500. You can lend somebody lend. No, you can give somebody because you ain't lending no money.
No, yeah.
I'll only give money that I don't care if I get it back. Because I already know I ain't gonna get it back.
One of the best pieces of advice I ever heard is, if you love your friends, never loan them money.
Nope.
Like, just give it to them.
Yep.
Don't expect anything back. So I live by that. Like, I love my friends. So if they ask me for something, just don't put borrow on it, because you know
I ain't
you're
getting it
not
back.
going to pay me back.
Nope.
And when I want my money back, it's like, take your funky ass 20. Why
I
my
ain't know-
money funky now?
I ain't know money had a smell. When I gave it to you,
it wasn't stink.
But you know, and people look at like the internet was going crazy. Man, if I was worth $3 billion, I worth $4 billion, and when Cuz came up to me, I break him off.
Yeah, right. Everybody say it. You know, it's always the if
With other
it
people's
was
money.
me. Yes, like until you live that life and put yourself in that person's shoes, man, stop with the comparison. Just live your life and enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
That's the advice
That's
I
it.
got for people. Live and enjoy. Don't worry about what others do. Control what you do.
Man, you know they can spend other people's money.
Quick, too. That's why they get rich in these games so fast. You go look at GTA or something, these guys got mansions, 400 million. Like, man, how you hustle harder in the game than in the street? Okay.
Do say.
Yes.
Jay helped turn that into $1 billion.
Yes. But at first, you know, this is my baby right here. And I give all the credit in the world to my wife for me even being a part of this brand.
Really?
Yeah, because I was at that paycheck to paycheck moment, you know, fork in the road. And I'm looking at my wife like, yo, shows not coming in like that. Not dropping albums like that. Like, I got to figure out what I'm going to get into. And she was like, yo, your brother owned 100 different businesses. You don't want to play a role in nothing but the music? And I'm like, yeah, let me go talk to bro. And when I went and had the meeting with Jay, and he like, yo, I got this new brand called Duce. Let me see what you could do with it. And boy, I took it to the moon. Turned it up in every hood in New York, New Jersey, Miami, Atlanta, and we just went.
You got to get out.
Yeah.
I mean, for what we take, that's because, like you said, being in the spirits business, I thought, okay, you just put it out there, okay, they pick it up.
No.
Bro, you got
to work. You got to do those. You got to go to the taste testings. You got to go to them bar meetings with the
distributors.
Yes, you got to go to you got to have somebody, what is it, the guy doing the mixologist,
Yes.
all it is.
We had a mixologist. You got to go to GSM, General
Yes.
Sales meetings.
Oh,
you
yo.
got to be in front of them,
I
and you
just
got
was
to
in-
talk. And you got to talk. You
To
can't
promote the brand.
No.
Yes.
Your name, my name on this.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you,
What it is.
it's a VSOP. I got to tell you that it's 4 to 6 years of age. I got to tell you what's in it. It's an Uni Blanc grape and a Petite Champagne.
That's
in
right.
order to be called a cognac, it has to start in that region for at least 2 years.
That's right.
It has to go to the copper part. It got to be in the wooden barrel.
That's right. If it don't go in the wooden barrel, it ain't gonna come out brown.
No.
It's gonna be clear. We're gonna be calling
Yeah. So and so they like, man, you really? I said, bro,
Yeah,
it got
you
my
gotta
name on it. It got my money in this.
Yeah, and you got to be involved, hands on, 10 toes down.
Right.
And you got to do all of this stuff because it ain't gonna sell itself. Bro.
Nope.
And people don't know what's good just by looking at
Nope.
it. So you have to introduce them to
Right.
the good.
And
the
because
more-
a lot of times, you've been eating something. It's like anything. You've been eating hamburgers for a long time. You don't realize how good steak is.
That's
Or
right.
you might not realize how good chicken is. So you got to introduce them and say, hey, just give it a try, bro.
Give it a try. That's right. And I always tell people, man, with Duce, I always tell people you can mix Duce with water and it's gonna go. Mm-hmm. So whatever your preference is, I feel like with this we became the tequila cognac where we go with anything. I don't care what you pour us in. You can pour us in in grape juice. We gonna make
Right.
it happen.
Yeah.
Trust me. I don't care what you mix with.
Yeah.
We go with.
I went to cognac region. I was over there.
And cognac, France.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And the thing is, and I was like, they was getting it out. And, they had the chef over there, and he's preparing it. And they have ginger ale. I was like, damn, they knew I like ginger ale. But that's how they drink their cognac.
That's right. Yeah, they pour ginger ale in it.
Yes.
You know what's so ill though? What I found out about going to Cognac France. See, I'm not even gonna bring this up because I don't want to start no controversy with these other brands, even though we don't care about this other
Yeah.
brand. But Hennessy is made in Cognac France.
I do.
But it's not sold in France. You know that, right? It's not sold nowhere outside of America. We the only ones where it's sold at. I just want to know.
But we
ain't promoting that though.
we don't talk bad about other companies. We just talk good about our company.
That's right. I'm just letting you know. You go to London somewhere, Duce is there.
You Van Lathan, you had a back and forth with.
Oh, a quick one, because he took a shot at the big homie, and it's like, they showed you love, bro. I seen you at the brunch, seen you at Mad Rock Nation events, and you see Jay with a little hiccup, somebody falsely accusing him, and you want to take a shot, like, he's on that side, like he's that type of guy. I didn't like that.
Come on, bro.
I didn't like that. He lucky it was on Instagram because I'd have seen him. He'd have met the real me. He wouldn't have met Memphis Bleek. He'd have met Malik.
No. You got to be Bleek.
Like,
you got to be above. You got to be above that.
But
now.
when it comes to that,
yeah,
that's personal,
yes.
bro. And that there's no joking with that.
Right.
It's no play with that, bro. Like, and that's how I felt in that situation.
You're a married man now.
Yeah.
What did marriage do for Bleek?
Raised me, grew me up, made me grow up. Like I was a grown up, I was living, but my wife made me feel alive again. And I feel like she put me back on track. When I thought my train derailed, she showed me the tracks just had to turn.
Yeah.
All we had to do was go that way.
Right.
And she brought perspective back to my life.
Makes you think about something other than self, huh?
That's right. Definitely go home and you working towards, so you're working for something.
Right.
But marriage is not easy. It's an everyday job.
Getting married is easy.
Yes.
Staying married is what's hard.
Yes.
You got to work at that.
It's a full-time job, and I feel like, me being who I am, I'm a spontaneous guy, so it's hard to lose the interest with me.
Right.
You might wake up and see a horse outside. Like, hey, we go horseback ride. It's like, what the hell? So...
And that's what, people that's been married for a long period of time, they like, Shannon, you have to work to stay married.
Yes.
The person that you married on a Saturday, she's going to wake up Sunday. She's not that same person.
That's right.
She's going to wake up Monday, and you're not
the same man, neither. Like, we all go through our changes and phases, and, we grow, and we like things different. And I feel like having someone to share that experience with is the beautiful part of life to me.
But it's easy to say F it.
Yes, it's easy. Why? You get mad for this shit.
Yeah.
That ring. I'm out. I don't need this shit.
And not kids.
Oh man, I love them. My kids is the best part of me.
What type of dad is Bleek?
Oh, I'm the fun dad. I'm the dad that do everything I always wanted as a kid. Because I told you, I never had a father.
Right.
I never said the word dad in my life. So when I first had my son, I didn't even like him calling me dad. He's like, what? Call me Bleek. I just be like, dad didn't even sound right.
Right.
So then, as I got older and realizing the responsibility of a dad, it's like, wait a minute, call me dad.
Dad.
You gotta call me dad,
Right.
homie. I earned that.
You one of them friend dads?
No.
Because in today's time, that my dad is my best friend. My mom's my best friend. No, I'm dad.
Yes.
Your best friend lives down the street, or he
Yes.
lives in such and such.
I'm the understanding parent.
Yes.
Where you could come talk to me and tell me anything, but don't talk to me like I'm your friend. We're never gonna do that. Only person I say with my daughter though, she run the show. She the boss.
Right.
I don't run nothing. My daughter is the boss. No one told me when you have a daughter
It's different.
that you have a CEO. That you really raising the little CEO, like telling you what to do. Where you at? Who said you go there?
Right.
It's the best. I love it.
It is. And, I told my kids, I said, our dynamic won't ever change.
That's right.
I'm always going to be dad. You always going to be the child.
That's right. No matter how old you get.
No matter how old you get.
That's
Let's
right.
stay on that level. Don't ever think we see eye to eye. We not.
No. And
We
your
not.
life you'll never have the experience in life we ever had.
Right.
Because we made it that way that you won't have to.
Right.
So
right.
just respect.
I think as the kids got older, my kids got older, they have it they're grown now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a grandfather. My son has a boy and a girl. And he's starting to see like, damn, man,
It's rough.
I got a mortgage. I got a car note. I got daycare. Man, my dad handled it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, your dad didn't handle it with ease. You just didn't see how hard your dad had.
That's
Yeah.
right. One thing I learned though, having a daughter, we assholes to our sons.
Yeah.
Like, we rough. Little boy fall back, get up, stop crying, man, you bitching. Baby fall, come here, baby, come on, how is it? It's okay. I realized, having her is like, wow, I was foul to my son. Gotta invite him over.
What do you think some of the best advice that you've given your kids thus far?
To my son, like my daughter, she's only 6, so
Okay.
I can't really give her this. She
Right.
ain't paying attention to, she only want to hear about Bluey right now.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
tell me nothing. But my son, I feel like to any young man growing up, the 3 things in life you don't play with: a man, family, money, or his livelihood. You just stay clear of those 3 things and you got a clear path in life. You don't play with a person's love, his money, or just play with a situation that he takes serious. And I feel like you'll breeze through life really easy. A lot of these kids don't know that. They're getting money problems with people, messing with other people, girls or wives, and things go crazy. Like, a man will kill you for his family.
Yeah, people play too much now.
That's right.
we grew up in a time people didn't play like that.
No.
It wasn't no pranking. You see all this pranking on
Oh,
the
my
internet.
God.
And somebody coming down the escalator and they touch their girl. And they
Yo,
bro, you punk up. Hey, what you trying to do? You trying to squab? I say, bro,
it's crazy.
everybody don't play the same.
No, they don't, man. And remember, I'm from Brooklyn where you died for a stare back in the day. You look at somebody, what you looking at,
Yes.
fam? And it was on. Like, so touch the hand of your girl. Oh, my Jesus Christ. You must want to meet the mortician.
Yeah, for real though. And like, you know, and I tell people, what is joke to you is death to somebody
That's
else.
right. Everybody ain't playing. Everybody don't play the same.
No.
And that's why I told my son, don't be out here playing with people.
Nah. Looking back on your career, if there's one thing that you could do differently, what would it be?
Not be so focused on my friends. I felt like I was one of those guys who felt like this is forever. My crew, we forever. I need my boys, my guys. And then I look back now, ain't not one of them there no more. Like, it's like all the guys will start where y'all at. But you know, when people see the roller coaster going up, they with you. When it's going down, they jump off.
They jump off.
You know
And
what I
then
mean?
when it start to go back in, they try to get back on.
And now
No, we good.
Now we got the new crew, the people who really work and who earned their spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what I would say. Not to put so much focus and love on my crew, man. I feel like I focused on them more, their happiness more than mine.
Right. You realize now loyalty was probably a one-way street.
Definitely. Not everybody look at loyalty the same way as you do. Like, just because I'm loyal to a person don't mean he got to be loyal to me. Like,
Right.
You know, it's certain things I do in life that Jay'll be like, damn, I didn't know you did that, but it's certain things he did, like, I wouldn't know he did that. Like, I ain't get the call we was dead in the beef with Nas. I just show up to the show, Nas there, like, oh, shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's still brotherly love where I know his intent behind it ain't malice and intention behind it, you know what I mean? So you have to know that part of friendship and understand where each other stand. And I feel like when you young, like I got that understand with Jay because he's older and he was able to talk to me, teach me certain things of growing up as we grew. But when you equally with somebody, you're from high, no one is gonna respect one with more authority. And you know, a lot of people don't, they look at you like, just because you famous don't make you my boss or make you bigger than me. And you be like, what, fam? I'm just telling you something right. Fame don't got nothing to do with this.
I'm trying to give you some advice that you probably haven't gotten.
Exactly. And you know, egos, like I said, egos, man. Pride will destroy a relationship faster than a fire.
Wow. Bleek, thanks for coming by. Is there anything you
thank
want to
you.
promote while you're here?
Oh, man,
Your album, your whatever.
Album in stores right now, Apartment 3D. Make sure you cop that. If you smoke that weed, make sure you come get your mind right with Mind Right Exotics. You know, we got Douce. And if you ever out here in Vegas, man, we got an Italian restaurant, Roma Kitchen, and we just opened up a bar called Tuscan Patio Bar and Grill. Pull up.
Memphis Bleek.
My guy. Much
Appreciate
love,
you,
man. Thank you, bro. Love.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.